Hello everybody, welcome to my live stream. Thank you for waiting, viewer. We're gonna get started shortly. I need to start my Emacs development environment. So okay, start that. All right. How's everyone doing? Okay. Desktop file still loading. I don't know why it's taking so long. I think it's all single threaded in Emacs still. Well, they added multi-threaded support, but as far as I know, it's not plug and play. So all the plugins are stuck on a single thread. Hence the slow loading time. I think it's manageable. Okay. Okay, so while we're waiting, I'll load up some tunes. Let's see what we can have. Let's do it just started. I have to move this to my personal desktop. Right. And let's just close that actually. Okay, so everyone hear me all right? No lag. Since no one's watching on YouTube. Yet I saw people waiting, so I don't know if that's correct. Okay, so let's see. So last time we started off trying to fix what I had with chat, and we got really close. I got really close, but there was a problem with the final part of starting the peer connections. And so what I tried to do is I copied a tutorial. Turns out the tutorial was about creating a serverless setup, but what wasn't a tutorial, it was It was actually a code base, but that was all serverless code, and so it didn't work, obviously. And I was kind of not thinking when I did that, so that's nice. Alright, and let's go ahead and create a new shell as well, so we can I have too much set up. Alright, let's go to the UI program source. Okay, and we'll start off with viewing the tree there, like I like to do. Alright, so okay. Oh, so there isn't anyone watching. Okay, well, that's okay. We'll get more people watching later. Someone's on Twitch, I think. Shout out to the person on Twitch. Okay, let's go ahead and start the server. I'm gonna start off with the dev server. So I'm gonna go here and run dev. And this is gonna start the Webpack dev server for the Mediacenter front end. And right off, to start, I have a syntax error. So I don't know where the heck this came from. I've never had this error before. Missing binding. Wow. Oh, that's right. I upgraded to Node.js 8 instead of Node.js 4 because apparently Node.js 4 was really old. So I have to reinstall everything. So let's see if this breaks anything. This probably does. So no worries though. I think we're all good. Looks like we removed some stuff. Let's see if that did anything. You know though, no, that didn't. So I'm gonna have to do no npm update, I think. Alright, so here we go. We got upgrade. This is gonna upgrade my packages, hopefully, and they'll work with Node.js 8. And let's see. Hello, person on YouTube. How's it going? Okay, I have to switch. Yeah, it should work. So I upgraded Node because I needed to. Hi, Richard. Is that your name? I think that's your name. I upgraded Node because there were some issues with Node.js 4 on the latest Vue.js command line tools, and so that's why I did it. Anyway, so I'm gonna close this terminal here or hide it. Let's yeah, that's good. It's good to be a noob. I kind of wish I was a noob, to be honest. Sometimes, like, I'm a noob at some things, but you know, it's fun being a noob, you know. All right, so this time we're doing chat, like I said, again, unfortunately. So if you didn't like the chat room stuff I was doing, well, I'm afraid you're probably gonna have to deal with the same kind of stuff. So, you know, what we were doing last time. No, it's not. What we were doing last time is we were doing one Mediacenter instance in Firefox, one in Chromium, so that we could I don't care. Okay, so we want to have 2 instances of the Mediacenter so we can test peer-to-peer communication. And so the primary purpose of doing this is to share multiple devices, like the webcam and stuff, to other peers. So I have this crappy webcam here, like maybe some of you have seen it before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start the chat library software with the video in Firefox, and I'm going to try to join using Chromium. So before we do that, we're going to start the developer tools in both browsers. Looks like I have a lot more warnings this time because I upgraded Vue.js, so maybe it's better than the old version. That's good. Anyway, so we're going to start DevTools in both browsers. We just want to be able to see what's going on. Welcome whoever just joined. Thanks for attending. Nope, they just left. Maybe they'll come back. We'll see. Alright, so we open the DevTools for both browsers. I'm going to start the video in Firefox. Clearly that didn't work. So what happened? Oh, that's right. We don't have a connection to the server. We don't have the server running. Let's reload the page. This is the front-end server. We're going to start the back-end server. We're going to need one shell open here, normal shell. So I'm going to open another shell to run the server in. Before we do that, I need to start the turn server as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And so this will start the turn server, I believe. And so the turn server is for chat signaling, and it looks like we're all good there, I think. We may have to, well, run it as root. So I'm going to actually try to do that. Okay, so I ran that as root, and we have the turn server running with proper permissions. And then, so that's for the chat, and then we have to start the dev server, and so I'm gonna cat history. That's how I start my media server. This command right here, should have saved it. Oh, I didn't load the local environment with all my packages in it, so it's complaining Django doesn't exist. And then we start the server, okay? And so now we have the chat server communications working through the WebSocket player. And this is through the in-memory channel layer. So, and then we also have the normal web server, which is hosting the production build of the JavaScript, which is compiled here. But this is running the dev server, not the production build. Anyway, well, mostly because the production build takes 8 seconds each time to build. Whereas if I have the dev server up, it takes probably a second each time, besides the first time. Welcome whoever just joined on YouTube. Hope you're having a good day. Oh, and Twitch. The Twitch people, I don't know. Just kidding. Let's, okay, we have the server up. We have the front end server up. We have the turn server up. By all means, this should work. Obviously, it's not because we had bugs last time and I haven't resolved them. So I'm going to join with my video here. It's going to ask me what webcam I want to use. I'm going to use the webcam I'm not using for this live stream. I'm going to select allow, and there you see that it's using this webcam, this other webcam that I have set up in my room. And it's all in blue for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It's probably just a piece of crap webcam. So anyway, we're gonna I'm gonna put my headphones on. I should put some music on. People say that the music, it's better with the music than without the music. I agree. So anyway, so I'm in the corner there, and I'm going to join the chat room without any video, audio, or screen share whatsoever right now on Chrome. And so what happens is you can see I joined, and it shows up here, right? There's definitely going to be an error in the console right here, see? And over here, we can see fill column. So we can see here we got the offer, and we even got the HTTP session. But we have a problem. First off, the grid layout is being initialized for some reason. Not sure why. The local media streams includes on Firefox the stream that I added and a null stream, which makes sense because the other here has a null stream. And we get the handle remote ICE candidate, and there's no error, which is good. But let's go over here. Let's see what's going on this side. One thing I noticed is there's no chat answer response, and so for each chat offer there needs to be a chat answer, because otherwise there's no facilitation of communication. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see why it fails in Chrome right here. We should have also received a box, an extra box in Chrome, but we didn't, and it looks like that's because of this error right here. Let's see. So let me know if this is too loud. I'm gonna play some music. Let me know if it's too loud or annoying. The music I like is strange. Okay, this is not what I wanted. I think. There you go. Okay, so we have something to work with now. In regards to that, I can't. Well, I can't play most stuff that's by like UMG and those big companies because it gets taken down, unfortunately. Well, it's like hit or miss. Sometimes they meet the video, and that's not good. It's kind of weird to see me like twice, isn't it? So I just pause that. I don't want to see. Just kidding. Okay, so So what we're gonna do is we're gonna debug this error. Looks like I have source maps. Oh no, I don't. What happened? So blah blah blah. Connection manager. What happened? Failed to initialize native peer connection. Interesting. Let's look at this. Oh, okay, well, I think it's because I failed to restart here when I had the chance. Well, you know, because we didn't have the server running when this was initialized, did we? Alright, so we have that running again. Let's join the chat room here. We got the box. Do you get this thing right? Yeah, we did. Okay. So, what is this object here? What is chat offer? These are joined. And it doesn't create the connection again. Oh, that's really odd. So, it's clearly a problem. I'm gonna see what this could mean. That's alright, man. Okay. Okay, I never had this before, so I don't know why this is an issue all of a sudden. So I am using new, and I am using ICERs and camel case, so there's something, oh, right here, duh. I don't include the port number. What am I doing? Let me see. What's the port number for return? Do I even need to include the port number? I don't think so. I think the port number is default. It uses the default port number. So I'm gonna go ahead and just reload. I already reloaded. Okay. So right, I joined and it didn't work. On Firefox this time too. Missing required pipe number. Oh, I need to reload this. Okay, good question. What is this Mediacenter project? It is a self-hosted chat server. You know, you'll be able to self-host your own media browser. You know, and this is very buggy. You know, this is the dev server, so the media gallery doesn't work. Only the chat works on the dev server. And yeah, so it's a pretty simple project. I work on it part-time, you know. So okay. So what? This time, and so we're gonna join here. Okay, so I got both boxes on both. That's great. So that's a start. You see that before I was joining, and I would only see one box on Chrome, but now I see two. So that's a start. Now the second step is we need to get this person's video on the other person's screen. So it looks like we have an error. So we got an answer. We definitely got an answer this time. That's some progress. I'm gonna pause this video again. we definitely got some progress there. So we have this new candidate process, but what I notice is we do have none here. So for some reason it creates the new candidate and resends the same new candidate message but without the candidate information. And the other person is also broadcasting the new candidate message. And the message is none. So let's try to see where the new candidate message is being sent, and also see if it's being sent multiple times and with the wrong information binded. So I think that's the key here. Alright. So let's see. Let's go to where the new candidate message is broadcasted. We're gonna go to my chat code, particularly the connection code. So I have this file, it's connection.js, as you can see at the bottom here. And this is where I handle the chat logic. I have a demultiplexer, which takes the chat, or takes the WebSocket stream and divides it into types, like the new candidate message, chat offer message, chat answer message, user join message. And so we're going to go here with new candidate and try to see where that's triggered. And so it looks like the only places on this on ice candidate callback, as I expected, but we're gonna see if there's multiple places this ice candidate callback is triggered. And it looks like there is none except the on ice candidate for the peer connection. Now we want to see though if we really need to be broadcasting it to this WebSocket all the time. So it's going to take the event parameter, and we'll see here that in this ice.js file I have this handle ice candidate message, which adds the ice candidate to the peer connection, and then on ice candidate success, this logs the ice candidate that was added. So, or logs that an ice candidate was added. I'm going to so see here how it's broadcasting multiple times. I want to reduce that. Looks like we have this type error here. Candidate missing values for both SVP mid and SVP MY index. Now in the new candidate thing here, we are doing a handle ice candidate based on that message. But the thing is that we already have this on ice candidate callback on the peer connection. And the on ice candidate callback will be triggered somewhere along the process. So let's comment this out, see what happens, see if there's still any ice candidate message. It's complaining I'm not using this. Let me comment that out as well. So we reload both browsers. Firefox is taking its time, of real time. So let's join on Firefox as we did before. We have video. Let's join still no video. This time we do we still have the ICE candidate messages, although this time there's none of those errors, so it's possible we don't need to broadcast it. However, we do still have this we do still have this problem that so we broadcast the candidate, but we aren't supposed to be handling that. So I suppose we still do need it. We aren't handling it here, but that's weird because well, it's not handling there. That's on ICE candidate. So
you can't hide from the things that you've done.
Alright, let's go. I need 4 spaces with my JavaScript invention. Anyway, okay, so that's fixed. Let's go. We're gonna console log on ICE candidate. If anyone has any questions at any time, go ahead and just ask a message, by the way. Alright. So we added that console log message. We're gonna reload this and Firefox. Yeah. The reason we need reload is the dev server does not do a full reload, which is necessary for our chat lib, because they need to we need to garbage collect those RTC peer connections. So let's create that. Okay, pause it. Okay, so now we get the proper received ICE candidate message, and we log it properly, like so. All right, so we got this message here. So looks like we have this signaling state. Looks like it's the gathering state is complete, so I'm assuming that means that we have the line to kind of follow on that. So let's see, this receive candidate. Okay, then we have this candidate null, and so somewhere along the process we're not properly adding the ICE candidate. So I think that has to do with our pre-filtering logic when we determine whether or not we need to call the handle ICE candidate message. So like right here, when I handle ICE candidate, I use the candidate from here if the target ID is different than my peer ID, then we just return. So the target ID needs to be me. So if it's me, then I gotta create the green connection. So I need to see the target ID is being sent correctly, first of all, and that second of all, the event candidate isn't null. Okay, so we're basically just putting event candidate there. So if we print event here, one of them is probably null, I believe. So receive ICE candidate, blah 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 blah. What's interesting, all the receive ICE candidate messages appear to be filled with a value, except for, let's see, ICE candidate, and let's see, so it appears to be in the browser that is receiving the answer. So let's see. So my ID is -400 because I'm an anonymous user, so it's a negative ID. And so -400. I'm the one giving the answer. So the person that's giving the answer to the offer is getting the null ICE candidate response. And so what we want to do is we don't want to broadcast that message unless it's an actual ICE candidate. So this might be a bug in the browser stack. We don't really know. So let's go ahead and just make sure that if there's not an ICE candidate, then we just don't do anything with that event, so that we don't confuse the other person and send that message. So if not event candidate, first of all, we're gonna log that no ICE candidate. And we're just gonna return. So we're just gonna get out of there. We don't want to handle that at all, because that just means the browser, probably the signaling state isn't right. Let's go ahead, let's see. So we have this here, where's current? So we have target, and let's see, oh no, not target. Yeah, it's a new ICE connection state. So it's probably, that's probably why the candidate's null. So if we have this one right here, you see that it's, oh, it's also the ICE connection state of new. So I guess the signaling state is stable here, signaling state is stable there, so I'm not really sure. In any case, we're just going to ignore the no ICE candidate responses. See if that helps out. If it does, that's good. If not, well, we have to debug that. So let's go ahead, join again. Pause that. Join here. Still no video on the other end. Let's debug that again. So we had no ICE candidate message, but this time at least we're not getting any ICE candidate errors. So now it's possible that well, we don't have any stream to actually add here. So we definitely have the ICE candidate. We definitely have the answer. Definitely have the offer answer. we definitely have the ICE candidates. So we're getting closer here. I'm gonna pause it again. We definitely are getting the ICE candidates added. And here we go. We have this stun error. Here we go. We get this error. Check stun off. Cannot find credentials of user Mediacenter. So, if we don't have authentication for the the stun server, then there's no possible way that any of this can be sent over. So let's go ahead. Let's kill the stun server. Let's go ahead and sudo nano this turn server configuration file and try to see where this authentication is being set. So let's go ahead. User media server password. So I was using Mediacenter rather than Media Server. So I'm gonna go ahead and Media Server. I'm going to change that to Mediacenter. And let's go ahead, let's go to the connection over here. What password were we using? We were using Mediacenter rather than Media Server. So this could actually work now. So let's go ahead, so we're starting the turn server again. We're going to reload both pages. Okay, it's loading, I'm kind of excited. Hopefully it works. And if it doesn't, then I would anticipate that it's the stream callback. Start the video. There I am. Pause that. Alright, I'm gonna start here. We still don't have the video. Okay, let's see what the problem was. Okay, so do we still have that problem? No, we don't actually. So the turn server isn't complaining that we don't have so let's see. Cannot support stun change or request functionality. Ports equal. Turn server ID. All these turn servers. Channel servers, turn server 7. So it doesn't say anything about the auth. And the auth is the authentication. Mediacenter password is what we're using. Do we start it with sudo? Yes, we did. And we definitely have the media server chat running. So is there any error here? No. So we have the chat answer, we have the chat offer, we have any can't. It's possible we need the candidates before the offer answer procedure. So I'm gonna go ahead and see about that. Okay. So let's see. We definitely have the ICE candidate, like I And okay, so ice gathering process seems to local description answer remote description offer. That's great. At this point, I think it's the stun server, to be honest, or the stream callback. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna join with the video on Chrome. Maybe though. No, it doesn't want to start there. So I'm gonna join there. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start it here first. Start it here second. Why is it not letting me use the video this time? In Firefox. Ice failed. Out of Sun server. Okay. So we know that's suddenly stopped working. Okay, so the Sun server is not working anymore. That's odd. Okay. Yeah, especially considering we just had the same server to be running. I'm gonna make sure that. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I'm saying that I kind of said the same, huh? So, I need to unplug my webcam and plug it back in again because Chrome stole the webcam. Okay, Chrome stole the webcam. That's why it wasn't starting in Firefox. Reload. Okay. Failed to parse session description. We weren't having that before. There's no IS server messages. Okay. Let's start it again. Let's see what happened here. We had IO methods here, but Basically, earlier on, let's see, what happened when it's complained about auth. Here we go. I would just check spawn auth. There's, maybe there's a level of logging I can do that, transfer. Okay, alright, so okay, we're gonna go verbose mode, and this is gonna make it a little bit more obvious what's going on. So it looks like we have all these listeners on 3, 4, 7, 8. I'm gonna add the port number to the config just to like make extra sure that it's connecting to that port. And I'm gonna reload on both. Okay, and we have developer tools open for both. So I'm gonna start the video. Alright. Hey, the webcam's not blue anymore. That's kinda weird. I didn't get the video. Alright, so here we go. We have some verbose logs on the turn server, so we're gonna go ahead and see what's going on. Wrong nonce, unauthorized, incoming packet message processed. User blank, unauthorized. Relay, unauthorized. Incoming allocate processed. Success, unauthorized. Test, Mediacenter. I guess we only can have one user at a time on that username probably. So I'm gonna go here. I scan it, and we're not getting that on track message, and the point. And the reason why seems to be that username restriction. So I'm going to go ahead and edit the config again. Add some more usernames. But the problem is I think it's going to be hard to determine whether or not the username is taken, so we're going to have to get creative here. Let's see. So what is this? Let's look at what that is. Okay, maybe I have to update the config to work. Alright. Co-turn, yes, go-turn. Okay, I'm gonna need a specific setup for this. Static auth secret. I hate to check the terms used. Okay. Alright, so basically I just need to update the config, and this works. All this peer connection stuff set up. It's working. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna commit this. Let's see. Let's start a new window. Actually, I'm gonna start a new development environment so I don't see that. Let's go to so we're gonna go ahead and commit this change stuff. We didn't really do much here. Looks like it's mostly on the turn server config that editing, and also rejecting noise candidate. So we're gonna go upgrade it to Node.js 8 and alright, and then we're gonna push that to GitHub. So okay, and that's on GitHub now. So if you want to check that out, go ahead. Alright, so I just committed that to GitHub. Looks like we're almost done. I need to, I really need to get that turn server config updated so that I can see that my code works. I'm sort of speculating when I say that it works, but let's go ahead, edit the config. So I'm gonna go edit this. Let's just comment out this. Let's see, listening port 443, listening IP, bulk IP, real IP, bulk IP 1. Oops. Real IP, bulk. Static auth secret. Alright, and cipher list. Okay, now multicast peers. Alright, so bulk IP, and let's actually save that real quick. And we'll add config and look at that. I'm gonna look at over here. Okay. So let's go here. And Okay, so I guess the problem now is that I don't want to put my public IP address in this connection turn server stuff, so I'm gonna have to like hide that, I guess. But now I guess it should work. So I just reloaded the server, turn server with the proper IP address, and I edited the config. That's my IP address right there. So so I am gonna reload over here, and we're gonna see if this works now. So, okay, let's see. We're gonna play something else. Oops. So, none of that. No. Okay, anyway, so we're gonna start this. We're gonna see if it works. Finally. Okay, we got the webcam. Let's see. Okay, close second stage. Incoming packet. Unauthorized. Oh, wait, no, this is it. Right here. 89. Closed. What? Determine stale session state? What? Alright. Hey, whoever joined on YouTube, welcome. No, it's alright, Raphael. It's alright. Is it really 4 p.m. or like 5 in Brazil right now? That kind of blows my mind a little bit. Oh boy. Oh, Realm? What the heck? What is this? Speedbox local? I'm just gonna put Mediacenter. Alright, secret sauce. Oh, no, 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 no. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this works. So if you want to discuss that thing you had in mind, you can do that if you want. You know, I don't really know if I have a lot of time, first off. You know, I gotta be kind of realistic with this kind of stuff. It's 5 p.m. Okay. Oh, we did have what? Okay. Turn server. Turn server didn't say anything. Oh, I didn't put it on verbose mode. Oh wait, no, I do have it on verbose mode. What? It's on verbose mode. What the Okay, that's kind of weird because, so, you know, I'm reading Paulo Coelho. You know, he's like a really famous Brazilian writer. What do you think about him? Have you read any of his books? I actually really like his like life story. It's really freaking interesting. He's kind of like a spiritualist though, so I can understand like a lot of people wouldn't really like his work. But he's like really famous, isn't he? Like everyone know? Does everyone in Brazil know who Paulo Coelho is? Is that like a famous name? Like a household name there? Okay, that's not working. Yeah, I'm in California. That's not, I said that kind of weird. Yeah, I'm in, the United States. California, there's my IP. You can, oh man, that's so bad. I don't want any. Why did I do that? Sorry. So it's saying I have TCP listeners open on. Okay, let me show you. This book was like $15, man. It's rip off, but I still like it. It's this dude. Let me see it. Let's just go full. It's that dude. Paulo Coelho. This book's kind of dirty. Sorry about that. That's his name. Paulo Coelho. I don't know. Seems like a cool dude. Anyway, this book of Left is like, so he believes in like reincarnation and all that stuff, and like all the like new age kind of stuff. It's really interesting because he's going on like a really long like trip to he's going like all the way across Russia and stuff, and he does he really? I thought he would live in like his home country, right? So I'm just kind of like trying this over and over again. I don't know why I'm doing that. That's really odd to me that it's not working, I guess. So I'm gonna try again. Maybe I didn't need to use my public IP there in the config. So I'm gonna try it with just the regular one, the localhost. I think it's because if it would work maybe if I had that port opened. No, my tooling is like, you know, like dude, I can't. I really wish I had like people that would help me on this project because I need it, to be honest. Like this isn't my main kind of thing. Like I don't make money off of this, but I make money off of like another project I do, which is okay, so how am I don't know how to, it's not Coelho, is it Coelho? No, that sounds weird. Or maybe Coelho. No, that sounds wrong. Coelho sounds wrong, yeah. Coelho. Paulo Coelho. Coelho. I don't know. He's very famous, yeah. I know that. Did I get... Okay, so did I get the message there? No. So it's 3478443, and so then I have Mediacenter password. Yeah, that should work. Do I have Skype? I do, but I don't use it. I use Discord. Do you have Discord, man? Discord's way better than Skype. I hate Skype. Skype literally spies on you, if you didn't know. Just saying. Oh, here we go. Oh, unauthorized again. So I guess I can't really use the same username twice. That's kind of weird. I mean, it makes sense, to be honest, but it's really annoying. So cannot find credentials of user Mediacenter. Okay. New UDP endpoint. But seriously, man, you should get a Discord. Maybe you left. I don't know. So, allocation, watchdog. Do I work as a programmer? Yes, I do. I don't go to an office. I work from home. But yes, I work as a programmer. I do, mostly what I do, like, on stream, I do, like, for work too, but I'm kind of I'm working for shares. Okay. Well, yeah, I know. I had a few jobs. I probably had like 4 jobs in programming. They're all like, only one of them was actually like non-contract. Most of them were contracts for some reason. I don't know why people do that so often, but or I don't know why companies seem to be hiring contract programmers way more than salary. It's kind of weird, but and I don't know. I think I'll probably consider it if things don't go well with what I'm doing right now. But I don't know. I like being able to, you know, have some flexibility there. So okay, this is really annoying me. I have to allocate users, I think. I don't think everybody can use the same user. Yeah, it's a Skype replacement, TeamSpeak replacement, everything replacement, so. Oh, here we go. Actually, yeah, we need to do the Mediacenter realm. What am I? Realm, I think. Mediacenter realm. So URP 347844. Well, I had 443 running. Actually, wait. Maybe I'm just gonna use that one. To make sure. Yeah, no, it's. Yeah, it is difficult. Alright, so let's see. I mean, eventually, like, I'll have this media center on a live instance, and then, like, if someone wants to come on, then I can, like, invite them on there. Hopefully that's kind of the goal. So is it? Why is it round? Oh. I don't want the usernames. I just want it to work without that. How do I disable that? I just want to disable auth entirely. Okay, wait. So it's not credentials, it's password. What the? It's not a credential? Are you kidding me? Some realm. Are you kidding me? Is that what it was? Maybe it was. Anyone else on chat wanna like talk about stuff? There's like one other dude probably. Well, I shouldn't say dude because I think 10% of the people that watch my videos are women or something. Maybe it's like 5%. Yeah. So. Alright. My username on Discord's kind of embarrassing, so I'm gonna send it over through chat. Okay, so you're just gonna go to add, or just send me your username. Send me your username. And it's at the lower right. It should be like your username and then number 384, whatever it is. And then you can add you there. So, but I mean, this is gonna replace Discord. Hopefully, this music. So, for me at least. So let's see. You're gonna have to include the number at the end. There's like a number at the at the lower left of Discord, you'll see like your username and then a number. So you have to include that number. Now it doesn't work at all. Did I even start the server? What's going on? What the hell? Yeah, missing credentials. So why is the guy online saying I need password? What the? That freaking liar. Screw that guy. Username and password. What? Okay, I don't want to do long-term credential mechanism. That sounds sounds bad. Right? Disable. Oh wait, maybe over here. Okay, turn secret. Here we go. So that's oh, that's why. Yeah, we don't need the username. We just need the static cloud secret. Okay. So this is some kind of I'm gonna add the secret here. That's the secret. Well, yeah, you're gonna need to include that number at the end, Raphael, with the username. I can't add that username. It has to have the number 1000 something, blah blah blah, at the end of it. Because there's probably like 100 other people with your username or something. So that's why they add a number at the end. So Discord lets you use whatever username you want, but there's like 10,000 people that have your username. Or however many. So okay. Missing credential, what? Okay, there you go. I'll add you there, yeah. Hold on, let me just... Actually, I'm gonna change my Discord name. Okay, I think I can do that. Okay, there you go. What? Is it really 3027? It didn't seem to work. You were watching. Okay, you were watching 2 minutes ago. Yeah, your thing didn't seem to work. So I'll just give you mine. You can add mine. It's in the, if you go to the upper left, direct messages, friends, and click the add friend button next to the find or start a conversation thing. It's not letting me add you. So, just gonna place that there. There you go. Okay, what's going on here? I'm gonna have to go soon to eat lunch, by the way. Looks like I broke the turn server. Okay. Okay, cool. Let me accept. Yeah, I don't use Skype at all, so it'd be worthless to like add you there, to be honest. I can invite. I don't have any servers that I would invite you to, probably, because they're all like stupid servers. So anyway, where the hell? So it looks like these guys got some kind of turn server thing already going. You know, mine's all custom too, so I'm just looking at what these guys did to kind of get that working. So I'm just gonna kind of have the username be empty, and we can use the static auth. No, yeah, I saw it. I accepted it, so you should be there already, I think, right? Okay. And so I think I just include the credential and maybe a blank username, pass, and it should work. I mean, right? Static auth secret. Okay, I got it there, but then I got it here. Failed to initialize native peer connection. Oh, I scanned it. What happened? What's that noise? Hello? Oh. I can't double share my webcam, by the way. I gotta... Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't... Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay, okay, so you can hear me, right? But it's lagged, though. So that might be a bit... Yeah, I can hear you fine. I can hear you. What's going on? Right. Okay. Oh, jeez. Paulo Coelho. Okay. Yeah, yeah. And he's super famous? What'd you say? Is he pretty famous there yet? Oh. Okay. Yeah. Switzerland's really expensive to live in, actually. It's one of the most expensive cities in the world, I'm pretty sure. Or, not cities, countries. Misspoke. I'm pretty sure this conversation is live anyway, so... What's the currency in Brazil? I totally forgot. Yeah, it's I can't double share the webcam, so it only will go on one output. Oh, what's the Brazilian currency worth? Are you talking like 50 million? He's making 50 million US dollars, or the Brazilian equivalent? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. But there's a huge electronics tax there, isn't there? So you have to pay like an insane amount of money for a computer, don't you? Yeah, that's for if you wanted to get like kind of maybe not the base config, maybe a bit upgraded. It's like 1,000. It's probably like 1,200 for the very base model or something. Sure. I'm trying to debug this anyway, so. Yeah, yeah. Whoa. That is insanity. Wait, so what is that? So you're saying That's 3 to 1. So that'd be... That's insane. Why did they do that exactly? Like, don't they... Yeah, sure. Oh, jeez. This credential stuff is really not working. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, yeah. Okay, yeah, my name is, I'm Kenneth Malik, but I generally, I don't know. I have nicknames. Kenny, Ken, whatever, it doesn't really matter to me. I gotta... Oh no, okay. Yeah. I'm not British though. I'm a Slav, you know. My family's from the Czech Republic. Where is the option? Yeah, I was born here. Yeah, I'm first generation though, so it's kind of different, you know. Yeah, and I don't go to school. Yeah. It's not much of a difference. I guess it's kind of more cultural, I guess, but it's I would say Common Lisp, just because it's so easy. I think like you can get something working like really quickly. You still there? I don't know what happened. Well, I think what makes it yeah, I don't know if I would call it difficult. It's mainly just, I think the syntax turns people off a bit, but the nice thing about it is that there's a certain consistency that you don't have in other languages, so that as soon as you kind of like learn the basics, it kind of just clicks in your mind, and it makes using any language like much easier, because you know there's the whole saying that like all programming languages are just half-finished implementations of Common Lisp, basically, you know. So it's kind of, that's kind of why I like it. I think I'm gonna use some of it in Mediacenter at some point. I just don't know where. Yeah, so I'm trying to also work with C++ as well. I like the newer version of C++, C++ 17, C++ 14. Those are decent. I don't really like VM-based languages like Java or C#, simply because it's a very like monolithic. I don't know if you know what that word is, but like it's very. It's kind of like the community is very restricting, and there's like, if you want a C# job, you're almost always going to be working with Windows, and I don't like working with Windows, so yeah. And then Java's just a pile of crap. So, I mean, the VM for Java is not that bad, but yeah, but I can't really buy that, because I guess, like, I knew how to compile C++ when I was, like, 14, you know? So, like, I don't know. I feel like people just like Java because there's so many, like, there's so much code you can just copy online and stuff for Java. I like, with C++, you know, the manual memory management isn't that bad nowadays. Like, when I was learning C++, all the tutorials were talking about, like, manual memory management, but now C++ has a system of unique pointers and shared pointers, so it's not really that bad anymore. But I don't know, it seems a little bit less popular because Rust and, like, Go are starting to become more popular, and you know. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out. It won't let me. It won't let me run it without auth for some reason. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's kind of like a system languages. Well, I think it's starting to become really popular with the JavaScript community because a lot of JavaScript programmers seem to like it, and also a lot of functional programmers. I don't know. I tried to get into it, and I think the software is just, all the libraries and stuff, they're just too unstable, and I feel like if I write code in Rust, it's not gonna work 3 years later, you know? So that's a huge thing for programming languages, is if it doesn't work for like more than a couple years, then it's probably not. Yeah, it is, yeah. I didn't know Brazil was that far away time zone wise. I guess I'm just kind of, I didn't really put that perspective in my head, really. Oops, I need to modify that. Let's do the. Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, so I'm trying to do kind of like this peer-to-peer system, and I want to make Mediacenter kind of so that you can communicate with other media centers, and so I'd like to have help with that. Now that part, the peer-to-peer part, I haven't been streaming. That's all in C++ and now Common Lisp, it looks like. But if you, so you said that you'd like to have a series where I just kind of make a complete app from scratch, you know, live, which I can do. I just don't know how to fit that into kind of my short-term and long-term interests, if that makes sense. I'm not dismissing it entirely. It's just I probably need something that fits into the master plan, but I don't know if that is even a possibility. So I gotta ask him. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I disabled auth on this, so maybe it'll. Yeah, I understand that. It's definitely, I mean, the chat server, particularly, I think that's the most complicated part of this. Like, I had a tutorial, but it's uncut, and I was gonna have someone edit the video, but they never responded to me, and they'd be basically editing it for free. So I might just refilm it, you know, and that was my filter search tutorial, and people liked it, but it's way too long. It's about 3 hours, so I'd have to condense it into like 20 minutes, you know. I just had to find the time to do that. I want to do tutorials, but like, so for example, I have this video, my most popular video right now is the MVVM versus MPC video. And I don't know if it's poor audio, my explanations are crap, or I don't know what it is, but the like to dislike ratio is really bad. Like, a lot of people dislike that video, and I think it's the audio quality. But I could be wrong. I don't know. So what's going on? 4.1 on authorized, yet I disable auth. How does that make sense? So I want to make tutorials, and I have a list of things I could make tutorials for, but I don't really have an active community. You know, I don't really have people that tell me to make stuff, you know. I have like 590 subscribers or something like that, and most of them are rollover from my last channel from 5 years ago. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm not really sure what it does to have, you know, like 40 live stream videos on one channel, because I think that most people don't watch videos that are longer than 10 minutes, and so I feel like, I don't know, the reason why I started this live stream is because my girlfriend kind of gave me the idea, really, because I kind of just joked about it, if I should start live streaming, and she said, well, just do it, and then I did it. And so now we're on like episode 31. No, is it episode? It must be episode 32. I don't know. But so with the tutorial thing, though, it's kind of like, if people don't like my explanations, which may be the case because of that MVVM versus MVC video getting such negative feedback, then I don't know like what to do about that. Because if my explanations suck, then why should I make tutorials, you know? And I don't mean that I'm discouraged by that. It's more though that it's possible I'm just not, I can't put in the effort. I don't know, because Traversing Media has a lot of attention, and you know, I advertise my channel there, but what is it? It's possible. You know, I mean, I try to... Yeah, sure. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, so the problem though is that it needs to be something that can be done in maybe not one video, but a few videos, and it needs to be something that's actually, at least for me, I think that it needs to be something that can be used, you know, because what I hate generally, I guess as I started getting more familiar with stuff, is that more and more people just make tutorials about really nothing. Like, you're not, a lot of tutorials these days are just, you know, they teach you a little bit, but if someone were to use that knowledge and try to like make their own app, they wouldn't be able to, because they didn't really learn any perspective. So like, to me, it needs to be something that's an actual useful app or something, to where it's like, oh, okay, that's actually cool. He made something that's functional and that actually does something, not something that's just for the sake of example. You see what I'm saying? And I think that's kind of like, that would be a major difference. Yeah. Yeah. do you have any ideas as to what kind of app it could be? Because it needs to be tiny and probably a little bit not too crazy with the data model. It needs to be kind of lean, and that kind of thing. Because if you can think of something like that, it may be, yeah, not too complex. It also should be reusable. So for example, if I wanted to take that app and reuse a component from that app in Mediacenter, I should be able to just reuse it. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they'll make apps that are just not reusable, and that all that time is basically just not wasted, but it kind of just goes to the wayside. So if it's something reusable, like a module turned into an app, that'd be cool. So that'd be the perfect situation, but obviously, I mean, maybe it doesn't have to be that perfect of a situation. Yeah. Oh shit. Yeah, maybe. This is frustrating. I don't know why this code isn't working though, man. What I'm doing right now. I have it on verbose mode. No, I didn't. No, I don't know why people, honestly, like, so I sort of understand why people get confused. Yeah. Sorry, I just wanted to finish my thought. I was going to say that I understand why people get confused on my streams a little bit, but to be honest, I don't know what's so hard to follow exactly. Maybe I'm doing it quickly, so it's kind of hard to see what I'm clicking, what I'm typing, all that stuff. But I honestly, I don't really understand why it's difficult to follow what I'm doing. Is that just me kind of being presumptuous, or I don't know. Ah, jeez. Yeah, I do, yeah. Oh, jeez, yeah, I haven't made that obvious. So I used to have the title of the stream be Mediacenter Live JavaScript Python / Django / Vue.js stream. But I thought that title was a bit long, so now I just have live JavaScript Python programming because I figure that's the most important part. But no, I am using Django, and I'm also using something called Django Channels, which is for the WebSocket. The thing is I'm kind of, I don't know if you would call this hypocritical or not, but like I don't really like Django that much because it's really slow and like it's not scalable really that much at all. But like it's just something that I know how to use, if that makes sense. And so I don't know if is that hypocritical, or is that just kind of like it doesn't really matter. I don't understand, because like I wouldn't. No, go on. Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, maybe I misspoke a little bit. Like, I like how composable Django is. Like this whole, so I'm using Django REST framework. So like, you know, I have a view set for the accounts, and I can kind of use all these view sets and stuff. But it's really slow, man. It's not. So the problem, it's also this curse of knowledge, like you're talking about, where I know so much that something that's kind of cool for like a newcomer is kind of just like, I just kind of see it as like crap, you know. I don't know, maybe it's you know, because I've had to deal with so many problems where like the joy is almost completely gone or something. I mean, there's a little bit of joy, but so, but you know, I probably make the app in Django as well, because that's kind of like I guess the thing I have most experience with. I just don't know, because the thing is I don't want to teach people to use something that maybe I won't be using in like 5 years or something. But then again, that's impossible to predict. I'm kind of overthinking this. So what's going on with that? So I'm still debugging this, by the way. I don't know what the hell is going on with this. Why it's not working. You still there? I think maybe you cut off or something. I'm not sure. So something happened again. Arguments. What happened? So I accidentally added 2. I think I'm gonna wrap this part up. If this doesn't work, I need to eat something and kind of think things over with this media server. Okay, because I'm receiving the peers and it looks correct, but you know, there has to be something I'm missing right here, and it's really hard to tell because the supposedly, so like this packet binding is happening, binding. We have the auth working, right? I think something like that. Maybe the turn secret. I don't know. It's maybe the turn secret or something. But it's like there's all these success messages are working out. So I don't know. So they're all sending packets. It's working. It's just that the stream isn't being sent for some reason. So if I go, I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna add one more debug message. Let's see. Oh jeez. Okay, where's the debug message gonna be? Debug message is gonna be on add stream, right? On track. Yeah, here we go. On pure track added. Who's on pure track added? Here we go. Pure connection stream added. Yes. Yeah, so we didn't get that message. So what I'm thinking is that it's not adding the pure connection track because the track was already, like, I guess, added, so it's creating that pure connection and never adding the track. So when I do receive my stream here, I assume what's happening is that when I have, so I'm going to verify this. I'm going to look in the dev console. So when I get this this message, I'll talk to you soon, Raphael. I just gotta wrap this up. But so when I get this this streams, this only stream that's there is me, and so that's not gonna work because when I add the stream, I'm adding it to my own peer. So if we see here, the user info object is -954. That's the peer. That's this peer ID, and that's not going to work. Oops. That's not going to work because I'm adding the tracks to the peer that already exists. So I gotta add that track later on. So I'm gonna try that real quick. I just want to see if that works, because if that's what it is, because I think that's what it would be. So when I receive my stream, I track. So maybe maybe I ought to call this method again, just for now, just to test. And so what happens is I need to do that on get answer, I suppose. Or so when I do that, when I get answer, I will send the answer and then they'll accept the answer, right? But what I want to do is I want to see where that, so I'm receiving the chat answer, creating offer. Okay, so I'm creating the offer with my peer. So when I create the offer, I should probably add my tracks there. So I'm gonna do this. Receive my stream. So my stream. I'm gonna do that again, but with the stream that's already there. So maybe I need to have a method for this. So add tracks for peer needs to be called here. So add tracks for peer, and that's gonna be PC and my stream. So I'm gonna have to get the my stream, but I don't have my stream here. My peer ID connections null. So what I should do is I should maybe, oops, is it freezing? I'm going to go ahead and go ahead and get that going. Offer receive audio, offer receive video is on. I need to give access to that streams, so maybe instead of doing that, I'm gonna do a get my stream, and I'm gonna do this options connection, get my stream, and I'm gonna bind that, get my stream, and bind that to this, and what this is gonna do is gonna return this streams get, and so I'm not storing my peer ID here, I'm storing it in the connection manager. So I'm actually just doing this get stream and get it. I'm gonna get that, return the stream, rename this to get stream rather than get my stream, and then I'm gonna go here, and I'm going to assign it here, get stream, and I want to get the stream from the connection options, which I added, and then so over here when I add tracks for peer, that's what I need to also add. I need to add that method. Here. Tracks for peer. Okay. So I have both those methods bound, and then I need to add tracks. So I need to this get stream and my PID is this my peer ID, and so we are setting this my peer ID. We have it by then, so we'll get the stream added to the peer connection. Add tracks for peer to that peer connection. Adding tracks for peer, and then we're gonna, so that'll lock each track and add each track to the peer connection on offer. Before the send negotiation process happens, then so maybe we actually want to call it after we send it. Oops. I think that is, yeah. Okay, and then so let's try see if that worked. If it didn't, we'll probably fix it at a later time. But I think we're close. Once again. Okay, see ya, man. I'll talk to you some other time. Thanks for watching. I could teach Django, yeah. Good luck with your brother. I know what. Okay, let's see. So we have that. Sure. This. Okay. Scan it, added. Error occurred with creating an offer to peer. Okay. Add tracks for peer is not a function. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Add tracks for peer is not a function. That's because I didn't deduce it. So I have to so let's deal. Okay. Need to add tracks for peer and make that a function. Okay, and so now it should be a function. We can reload. Alright, sure. We received the ICE candidate, but we didn't get added stream. Well, actually we did. No. This is because it's null. That's right. Okay, add track, not enough arguments. And so add track, not enough arguments. Okay. Add track. Adds a new menu track on negotiation. Fires renegotiation? Wow. Oh, stream. What? Oh, here we go. Yeah. Oops. Okay. Let's go ahead and reload again. And so we fixed the argument in there. Oops. Forgot to share video. Okay, join. Still not working. Still already added. Oh. Okay. And then in Chrome, we didn't get any new event. So we got the received ice cannon event. Ice cannon answer. We got the answer. And then I think it's because we're not handling the renegotiation, right? Renegotiation, create offer. Oh, okay, because we're sending the offer, then we're not sending the offer, or then we just keep doing, okay, it's like a loop. Okay, we're gonna want to, we're gonna want to do that if we haven't set an offer before. So we're gonna mark that as to do 20% offer with added tracks once or a new tracks are added. Okay. But so we had that already offer. So error occurred while creating an offer to appear. Where is that error coming from? On peer offer error. Did we log the error? Yeah, already added. Okay, that's the error. So because of that error, it doesn't probably send the offer at all, right? So maybe we should just do a blind try catch. Okay, and that'll make it send it anyway. Well, it sends the negotiation anyway. Why would it resend it? Just add the track for the group first. That's maybe it. Maybe that's it. Okay, then. Oh, that wasn't it. We got all these new candidate messages. We gotta try and answer. But we don't have the video. Ah! Alright guys, that's enough for right now. I'm gonna go eat, and thanks everybody for watching. If you're watching this after the fact, or you saw on stream and you're catching up, thanks for watching. Goodbye.